Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy 15th day of Inkvent and happy first day of Hanukkah to anyone else who might be celebrating watching this video. I can't believe we're over halfway through the calendar now, just, like 10 days left, so exciting, counting down to the big one, but going by the color of the calendar and what's happened in previous years, like Dollars to Donuts Day 25 will be some kind of teal, but I don't know yet, and I don't know yet what's behind door number 15 over here. Hopefully the side tabs on the other side of the calendar won't be as humiliatingly difficult to open as the ones over on this side have been. Trying to, work on different methods of opening the tabs facing the camera, like other people I see doing. I know this might look kind of like amateurish, but like whatever, I don't care. This is my channel, my way of choosing to do things. This is blue. This is called Frostbite. Hopefully that's going to be a beautiful shade of blue and not, a surprise. Oh, it's a monster sheen. It's all covered up by, like whatever, like a color I'm not expecting. I mean, I love sheens, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I just like, oh, this is a beautiful base coat, but oh, it's an extreme sheen. I mean, I would have liked the color of the sheen on its own, but I was just like expecting the base coat to stay instead of being covered by something totally else. And so what is this? This is going to be a shimmer ink, but I'm not seeing any like shimmer particles in it. This is very strange. Maybe they're, if I shake it up, they're gonna appear, but I'm not seeing any shimmer particles. This is very strange. I'm gonna like find out what's going on when I swatch it. I finally managed to see some shimmer particles that appear to be like hiding out in a corner, but I'm not seeing nearly as many shimmers, nor nearly as, like obvious and copious as I've seen in other shimmer inks. So I don't know if someone was asleep on the job or they're just hiding so well in this ink. But regardless, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade of blue. Can never have too many blues in the arsenal. Now to go, of course, to like shake it up again, because that's kind of what you have to do with shimmer inks if you want to actually see the intended full, like complete effect of what they intended. And I do apologize for my hands. I guess the weather decided to get angry at me and give me a little bit of eczema breakout. It really, really sucks having eczema. I really wish there were like a vaccine against eczema or some kind of other cure for it. It really, really sucks, particularly when the winter is like in its full blast and it's cold or like really hot, and like my hands, they just decide to get like angry at me and like really broken out and like painful, irritated. This blue is gorgeous. This is I'm sorry, I'm saying definitely yet again way too many times, like a crutch word I have to work on, just like I learned to root out crutch words in my writing. So this will certainly be near the top of my favorites, as long as it dries up to look like the way it does now or close enough. It will be on my list of things I 100% would love to get a full bottle of. It's pretty. I mean, of course, it does look similar to a bunch of other blues I already have, and now I'm starting to see what looks like a kind of dark purpley black undertone breaking through. But yeah, of course it looks like other blues I already have, but who really cares? I can never have enough blue enough to shake it up again so I can do the little miniature swatch up at the top. And I feel like I shouldn't be walking through what I'm doing that might be making people think, oh, look at the amateur stooge explaining everything. It's obvious from what you're doing already, but it's just a whole learning process for me, making videos like this, and particularly like doing overhead stuff. That's entirely new for me. It seems like a wet ink. Great for me. I love this color. I'm not going to stop painting with it until I until I run out of color on the brush. This is freaking gorgeous. Such a beautiful, happy ink. Although my English and Hebrew birthday are still coming up. Can't wait to see what I get on that day. They're going to be on the same day this year for the first time since I was born in 1979. Although since the Hebrew days begin at sundown, my Hebrew birthday will continue through the 19th. But, that's just how it is. This is so damn beautiful. This is like the bigger swatch than I've painted anything else in this like notebook thus far. It's that wet of an ink. It is freaking gorgeous. I'm in love with this ink. The only thing that would make me like an ink more in this calendar would be if it's, you know, purple. This is so damn pretty. This ink is, it's performing very well. I'm really liking it. This is one of my favorites. I know I sound like a broken record. This is just, you know, this ink is giving me awesome, totally awesome vibes. It's checking everything is in the frame. I have to pull it up, and of course another shake through, because that's what happens with shimmer inks. Frost. I am starting to see somewhat of a shimmer up at the top, but I really think they kind of skimped on my bottle, unless it's just like clustered in a part I wasn't expected, or it was already, like, what do you call it? I'm blanking for a word. Distributed with all the other regular ink molecules. Right. Like, who doesn't love a good wintry blue? This is amazing. Frostbite. Yeah, it still hasn't entirely dried yet on the left side when I did that huge ass swatch, but this is going to be gorgeous. I cannot wait to put this in a pen and do a little writing sample with it. This is not going to be one of those inks I end up just like filling up the rest of the page with by like painting large shapes or doing other swatches. Frostbite looks a little bit of a blue-black tone as I'm actually like writing with it versus swatching, but who cares? This is so damn pretty. Hopefully I'm not leaning too far into the frame, and maybe I can fit everything on the top instead of, well, I don't have no room to squeeze anything on the bottom lip. Maybe on the top line I can squeeze everything, although why waste all that good space below it if I, you know, don't have to. Diamine Inkvent. Yeah, I guess I'll use the line below it to write the rest of the thing. 2025, day 15. Can't wait to see what Colorverse ink is today. I mean, I watched a spoiler video for Colorverse like a month or whatever before to see if I would like it, and I felt at the time this might not be so much my style. Like, not enough of the days would be inks I would like, but now I'm kind of starting to have second thoughts as I'm watching people's videos with other days, and I didn't really remember exactly what all the inks were, because I guess maybe that's because I didn't get the calendar myself. If I had gotten the calendar, like, I would have been, oh no, spoilers, no, it's going to stick in my mind exactly what all the colors were. So weird how psychology works like that. This is really pretty. It looks kind of, I'll pull these guys in closer at the end, but it looks kind of like like a coppery sheen, maybe. Like, they've been doing a bunch of, you know, metallic sheens. Hopefully I have enough space up at the top. Just pull that down a little bit to write. Hopefully everything is in frame. Diamine Inkvent Teal Edition. And it is still clinging to this dip pen. This is the mark of an excellently wet ink. I'd be surprised if this finishes out of my top 5. Although, yuck, who knows what surprises are yet in store for us coming down the pike. Inkvent 2025. I need to learn to work on my large print letters too. I know that looks totally sloppy and childish. You know, whatever. And it is, as I say, every video hard to write with a dip pen, particularly when I have to like hold my arm in a strange position because it's partly, you know, hanging off of my desk due to the way I have to, you know, place the notebook to fit in the overhead tripod with my skills and abilities at present. It's smaller letters than I usually use for that, so that's good. It looks a little bit neater. Teal Edition, day 15. I'm sorry if the microphone is picking up blabbing in the background. You know what I think about open concepts. They were invented in the bowels of hell and they should go back there. Sorry, not sorry. Some of us actually like these old-fashioned things called walls and doors. We don't think, oh, we should all be constantly together and all up in one another's business, like the way some open concepts seem to be going. Like eventually they'll include bathrooms and bedrooms too, because why would I want to be separated from my precious friendsykins and my familykins when we could all be constantly together, knowing exactly what everyone is doing at all times, even in the bathroom or when we're sleeping. I just hate open concepts so damn much. Shimmer. This is 100% going into a pen instead of just a brief writing sample, as I said. Shimmer. And a smiley face to fill up the rest of the space there. Yeah, cannot wait to do the full writing sample. This rocks. I love this ink. Hell to the yes. I am totally going to be putting this on my top things I'm going to be getting a full bottle of when they come out this coming summer. I put it in one of my brand new pens. The first time I actually saw this pen since getting it in the mail fairly recently. It was from Atlas's recent Black Friday sale, one of their doorbusters, the new Astro Gems Echo. I couldn't resist the pretty blue and the gorgeous greeny and I guess orangey yellow sparkles, like a perfect match. And this is the completed swatch, which is pretty much dried up. I did a little quote from Canto 32 of Inferno, talking about how when Dante is near the bottom of hell with Virgil, he finds a frozen lake. I'm so long overdue to start doing some more Dantean videos again. That's kind of the bread and butter I built my channel on when I came back to seriously making videos. But anyway, you guys probably don't care about like Dantean topics if you're here for the Inkvent. The closest matches I could find in my current collection, which with the same kind of basic dark blue coat with a shimmer. I do have some other blue shimmers, but they were more of like a brighter medium blue instead of really, really dark, intense. So last year's Inkvent Chilly Nights, although that has more of like a silvery shimmer, and that's also a Star Bright, which, speaking of, we haven't yet seen any in this calendar. Did I just smudge, or I just felt like I was putting my hand on wet ink? Thankfully, that wasn't like an embarrassing mistake. And I also thought of Jacques Herbin, Rivière de la Lune, which is a Cult Pens exclusive. This also has a very similar look. So, of all the blues in my collection that also are shimmery blues, these were the closest I could find, which come from the same part of the blue family. Like I have others, for example, like Arctic Blue from Diamine. So you can see, obviously, these don't look anything alike, even though they're both from the blue family. This one is much like lighter, more medium, like brighter blue, and this is a very, very dark blue, blacky type of blue. And like, for example, the Golden Lapis from Edelstein, which is what they're, I believe, last year's exclusive. This has a somewhat more lighter or medium-ish blue undercoating and a kind of like a goldy sparkle shimmer overcoat. This looks nothing like it. It's really beautiful and unique, and I'm so damn happy with this color. And it was a devil of a time trying to get this up into the converter, and finally had success. Oh, and I'm even starting to dry the shimmer on my fingers. This is a great ink. It's wet, well performed, smooth, lubricated, well writing, A freaking plus. I cannot wait to get a full bottle of and do some more writing with. Like, this is totally awesome. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day number 16. Bye.